Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another one of my videos. Today I want to show you a video of me playing in the Waffenträger AFC100. And the reason I want to show this machine now is because it's going to be replaced very soon in patch 9.15, which can come around basically at any moment now. The replacement for this machine is going to be the Grill 15. I have not installed the test server, so I don't really know what this tank plays like, but I'm pretty sure that the gameplay will be totally different from the Waffenträger AV100, and in my opinion that's a really good change. You'll hear a lot of people complaining about the Waffenträger AV100, how it's so overpowered and broken and ridiculous and just rigs games, and while that is true in some respect, when I play in the Waffenträger AV100 I don't really feel that power. I generally do quite bad in it, worse than in my other tier 10 machines. If we look at the tier 10 German tank destroyers, I prefer the Panzer E100 a lot more than this machine. So in this gameplay I'm gonna try to highlight some of the strengths, some of the weak points, and why this machine is so broken, and why it's generally a good thing that the machine is getting replaced. So let's take a closer look at the game itself now I've reloaded and got into position. As you can see here, I've come along with the heavies. That's something I usually do with this machine, and I try to be a support troll. Right here I can find the other German tier 10 tank destroyer right there, shoot through the house, but he moves away as soon as he realized that he was being shot at. But there you can see, within 2 seconds basically I've dealt over 1000 damage to this guy. And if you ask me, that's kind of ridiculous, because fine, you can be a Jägeru or you can be an FE, but then you will have a 20-second reload. Me, I can just dish out this punishment so fast. I can basically clip an E100 with one magazine, and that kind of makes it not fun, I guess. And as you'll see, I'm very scared of getting hit by RD as well, because the large turret you see here on the rear is wafer thin. Even though the machine is based on the E100 and has this huge thick hull, the turret is totally paper, so you can't take any hits at all. So it's kind of an awkward machine to play with. You have this big huge tank with no camo at all, but then on the other hand you have this turret which is so weak from close range. So the way to play it, I think, is to get close and kind of flank the enemies while the other tanks engage it, and for this I usually take it to the heavy corner. So what you saw me doing there when I shot the Panzer there was I noticed that there's a slight gap between the walls. I don't know if there's actually a gap, but in the physical models apparently there is a gap, because I could see its outline, and I tried to aim my shell through and to hit him, but sadly all I could see was his gun, and I hit it twice, but since the gun is not a hitbox, I only probably damaged the gun and nothing else. So now it takes nearly a minute to reload. That's another really bad aspect of this tank. I mean, you can do like almost 3000 damage in one clip, but then it takes so long to reload. That's really not fun at all, and I'm getting constantly spotted here. I don't think that anyone actually can see me, but it's because of the glitch in the wall. And there you can see another one right at the door. I just noticed it, so I'm gonna try to shoot through there when he comes back. I'm not having any mods installed, by the way. This is not any wall hack mods or something. This is just a glitch in the game at this moment. So you can see I don't quite get an outline there, but now, see, there I do. And I can just kill this guy through a building. That's kind of ridiculous, but seeing that I'm playing with the Waffenträger AV100, it fits to have this kind of ridiculous skills, right? Because the tank itself is totally ridiculous as well, and definitely made up by Wargame. So there I get lucky and I managed to bounce the shell, and sadly I had only 2 shells left, but imagine that if I still had my full clip, I would just be able to take out this tank and probably do at least 500, maybe 1000 damage to another machine right there. Isn't that kind of broken to be able to just eliminate a tank when you want it? And now I have to reload again for almost a minute. Yeah, this kind of gameplay, which is not engaging at all. You clip and you hide, and then you clip and then you hide. It's just not fun for me, and for me it was really difficult to make it work properly as well. And I can imagine that a good player would take full advantage of this and easily do a couple of thousand damage a game, but this is not my kind of gameplay at all. And there we can see another problem of the Waffenträger. I thought I was safe down here, but apparently the object could lob a shell over the ridge and hit my turret. And since it's so big, it's so easy to hit, and even when they're shooting high explosive, they will penetrate and damage you. And it seems like every shell that hits you kills the gun as well, which is really annoying on a tank destroyer that basically is built around the gun, right? So I managed to finish off the Lorraine, help our guy out a bit, but doesn't seem like there is enough. And if I was in generally any other tank, I would have come over again and taken a shot at this guy, but in the Waffenträger I just feel so weak and so vulnerable for basically every target that I'm too scared to really go and invade. Seeing that the T-30 and the M103 just died, I decided to go over the hill, see if I can find the object. He should be down here somewhere. And yeah, there he is. He will put a shell in me, there he goes. But in return I managed to take him out of the game. And now I still have most of my clip remaining, which I can put to good use. Kind of scared the tortoise will come out, because if he's shooting high explosive, he is likely to take me out before I can take him out, and I would need to get really lucky to be able to finish him off at 2000 health with only 3 shells remaining. I think that's nearly impossible to do. So I tried to finish off the RU, but can't quite manage. I see that our guy is distracting the tortoise, so I go in, and yeah, it's child play from here on. Now I'm guaranteed to kill him with my 3 shells. And yeah, I finish him off, and that's kind of ridiculous, right? To be able to finish off such healthy machines so easily. Anyway, let's take a look at the post-battle results screen. So as we can see from the results screen here, nothing really special happened. Did some damage to various tanks, but in the team score you can see how easy it is to rack up the damage in the Waffenträger of E100. I almost did 5200 damage, and in any other tank I'd be pretty proud of myself, but in this machine, I don't know, I don't feel like I was playing well and really helping my team out. And you can see that as well on the experience earned. It's kind of good, but it's only like 5th of the team, so that's kind of lame to have a tank in the game that can do these kind of damage, but still you don't feel that you're performing well. While on the other hand, the object on the enemy team, he did over 6000 damage. He has played such a good game. And on the final screen, again, nothing special. You can see 15 shots fired, 13 hits and 11 penetrations, which is good for over 5000 damage. And only made a small loss, which is good in a tier 10 game. But this was not the point of this video. The point was to show you guys that it's actually a really good thing that the Waffenträger of E100 is getting replaced by a Grill 15. From what I've seen in the stats, the Grill 15 is much more of a sniper, long-range engagement kind of machine, which fits the rest of the tank destroyers in this line way more. And the Waffenträger E100 itself is kind of ridiculous to have this huge machine with this thick E100 hull, with this super thin turret which gets penetrated by RT, high explosive, everything. It's not that good at long range engagements as well, because you have the autoloader, which makes it kind of uncomfortable to aim and still shoot all your shells at the fastest rate which you'd want to, because the reload is this long as well. And it makes it really inflexible. And with the camera rating, you get spot immediately if you shoot across a field. So yeah, for me there was not really a fun way to play it, and I understand that you should kind of play it like a flanker, a support for the brawler tanks, but that's not how I would like to play this machine, and I think it's kind of broken to be able to clip so much damage. So I'm really looking forward to the Grill 15, and I hope it improves the tier 10 tank destroyer line, the tier 10 German tank destroyers a lot, and I will definitely make another video about it when it's live. So please let me know what you think, and see you on the next one, guys.